I'm Todd Grisham. Welcome to the one and only Brooklyn Hall. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
Time for our tale of the tape. Alexander Usyk, 6'3" and 198-centimeter reach. And he'll be taking on Smokin' Joe Frazier. Only 6 feet tall even, 229 pounds, but he hits harder than any man alive. Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine. Smokin' Joe Frazier, his 3 battles with Muhammad Ali, perhaps the most famous the sport has ever seen.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine.
And this one has all of those. And here comes the legend Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, all-time great. He blocks the uppercut. That straight hurt him. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that made the history of our sport.
Jab. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. This is like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punching. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You fight the Swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Good counter punching. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the corner man's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
I need you to focus on what you do.
And there's the bell for round 2. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just misses with that jab. Punch, counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Perfect counter lands. It's obvious who the bigger, stronger fighter is. Let's see if they use it to their advantage.
Very smart, very sharp. This is a fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long reach. Not many fights can do that.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. Missing with the hook. punch out, but thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Alexander Usyk in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Just get your brush on, get your...
On to the third. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not so tense anymore, trying to loosen things up. I like it. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Beautiful counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That overhand caught him, and he's still standing. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Throwing a hook, but nice defense there. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alexander. There's the bell to start round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Blocks the jab. That right jab just misses. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so like to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He blocks the uppercut. So much firepower here. Good arm positioning, blocking that hook. They exchange punches. And try and relax a little bit now. Fight a little differently. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something? There's the bell to start round 5. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
These two were made for each other. Big whiff with the right hook. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He misses with that straight left. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. As bad. There's the bell to start round 6. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
The courage on display here is incredible. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That hook won't score. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have the quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, boy, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Here comes round 7. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Swing and a miss with the hook. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. Oh my goodness, Johnny! Is Frazier in trouble? Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? Never count out Smoking Joe Frazier.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Look, it never happened.
Which fighter will say no mas? Punch, counter punch. Punch. This round still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The big Ukrainian, the unified heavyweight champion, is down. A big headshot and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow-mo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that round 8, and we're off again. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
God, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
He misses with that straight left. Beautiful counter punch. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. Nice defense on that hook. Beautiful counter punch. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Usyk might go down here. What an upset. What a tough way to lose it, by split decision.
A split decision, I've enjoyed that. I actually forgot the rounds rolled by. The rounds were that close, they flew by. But what excitement. I could watch another 15.